Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, Paul Scholes.
More respect, Frank. Stephen, more respect, but Paul Scholes is my favorite one.
Yeah? Why?
I love it. I think he had everything.
As an all-rounder, Stevie's the best one out of them. I think he can do defend, pass the ball, run, tackle, score goals, set pieces. So I think as an all-rounder, Stevie's best from that point of view. From goal-scoring point of view, the goals he scored was incredible from midfield, and technically probably not at Stevie's or Scholes' level. And then Scholes, I think just how he adapted. So he was almost a striker to then go to a 10 to midfield and then deeper midfield, dictating the game. I think Stevie could come to United and be a top player, where I don't think Scholes could go and do what Stevie's done at Liverpool.
Was he the best player you played with?
By far.
It's not even close, is it? It makes me laugh, and people think I don't like Frank Lampard or I don't like Paul Scholes. You know, when this debate comes up, I'm going, they were amazing players, but it's not even a debate. It's not close. It's not, is it?
No, I agree.
Like,
when we trained with England, he was by far the best player in training every day.
I mean, I tell you what kills the debate. Alex Ferguson tried to sign him, and so did Jose Mourinho, and they had Scholes and Lampard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the end of it, isn't it?
Good point.
In my humble opinion, Paul Scholes was the best. And it's kind of crazy because the other two, if you probably said who had the better career, like Steven Gerrard and Frank Lampard, they had like individual moments. Frank is Chelsea's all-time leading goal scorer, and Steven Gerrard, a bit unfairly to his teammates, but was classed as a one-man team.
Are there any current or former players you wish you had played with?
Paul Scholes. The next one would have been right behind, very close, Stevie G. I have to go with Paul Scholes. And I love Stevie G, but I have to go with Paul Scholes.
Lampard, Scholes, Gerrard, who you picking in order? Let's go.
Scholes was just a joke to play with, man. Give him the ball anywhere. He could control the game. I played with him when he played just in front of me, so I just lend the ball to him all day long, always available. And he just conducted the game, play it left, right, 30 yards, 40 yards, 10 yards, didn't matter. Like, an unbelievable talent, like all round. Frank's the most potent out of all of them in terms of goals. Then none of them can get near Frank. Goals and assists, Frank's dwarfs everybody. And he was cold as ice in the box. Stevie was like Roy the Rovers, man. He would just drag a game by the scruff of his neck in big occasions as well. Champions League semi-finals, finals, FA Cup finals, like when they needed that.
What's your 1, 2, 3 out of Gerrard, Lampard and Scholes?
I'd go Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes. I'd put Stevie in top for his big game influence, Istanbul, Cardiff Cup final. Lampard next for the same. He scored the winner in an FA Cup final. He scored in a Champions League final. He scored the goals that won Chelsea the first title. I'd just put them slightly ahead of Scholes. That's the order I'd put them in.
Paul Scholes is the best player I've ever played with. And they're all fantastic players. I mean, you think of Frank Lampard's career, and I think that you mentioned it in what you wrote about. He's made himself into a player, and the work he's put in. You see that every single day that you see him training. Fantastic player, goal scorer. Steven Gerrard has been a massive player for Liverpool. For me, Scholes was the best player I ever played with because he's a unique talent. He controls the tempo of a whole football match.
Steven Gerrard or Paul Scholes?
Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard is an utter animal.
Yeah.
He is so big, so strong, he's got such big levers, he's aggressive, he's the best header of the ball, he's fast, he's strong, he could play right back and be the best player in the Premier League, he could play left wing and be the best player in the Premier League. Put him anywhere, he can score goals, he's got vision. I know Scholes is an amazing passer, amazing vision, everything, but Gerrard is not far behind. He can put a ball on a sixpence. If I'm going into a game tomorrow, I'd have Gerrard as my number one pick. He's just too big, too fast, he's just too good. Honestly, he's the best. Scholes is just an utter genius. I've never played with a more technically genius player, a baller, as they call them.
Yeah.
The only thing is, Gerrard had virtually all of that, but his physical attributes in this day and age, he's just a monster.
Lampard or Gerrard? I'll be honest, Captain Gerrard. And I know Lampard scored more goals or whatever, but I just feel like Gerrard was carrying Liverpool in his shoulders for so many years. And Lampard, you know, don't get me wrong, for a midfield, like, end up the season with 20 goals. When you just think about the number. 5 times, you know. For the number, yeah, exactly. So it's just like he's a goal scorer and he's a midfield. So I want to give an edge too, but I just like Gerrard.
Settle this one once and for all. Who's the best, Frank, Steven or Paul Scholes?
Steve, who's the best?
I want to say me, Anna.
Correct.
I'm not going to say not me now, am I?
All of them would have said themselves, and that's what top players do. They say back themselves in any situation, and I think each and every one would have had an argument to suggest themselves.
We all know the answers, Paul Scholes.
Gerrard or Scholes?
I can't answer that. Gerrard. Great
Oh, get out!
Gerrard's a great player.
Get out, alright, so look.
He's an athlete. I think he was more of a match winner as well, wasn't he? But he's playing in a team where he probably had to be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I was more part of a team. He was more individual, I think. Very different again.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do what he did at Liverpool. Whether he could have done what he did at United, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
I'm speaking for him.